When you live in a tiny apartment, the bathroom often becomes one of the most underestimated spaces in your home. It's not usually the room that gets the design spotlight. Instead, it's treated as a purely functional area. A sink, a mirror, maybe a shower, and just enough storage to get by. But here's the truth. Your bathroom can either feel like a cramped utility closet, or it can become a carefully styled sanctuary that feels intentional, calm, and even luxurious. And the difference lies in how you design it. The biggest challenge in small bathrooms is almost always storage. There's never enough space for everything. Toiletries clutter the counter, towels get stacked in random places, and bottles pile up in the shower. Before you know it, the room feels chaotic instead of refreshing. That's why the smartest tiny apartments rely on a design principle that blends function with beauty, storage that doubles as decor. In today's feature, we'll explore 9 makeover hacks that instantly maximize your bathroom space. These are not just practical fixes. They're design-forward ideas that transform clutter into curated displays. From floating vanities to hooks with character, you'll see how every detail can serve both storage and style. One of the most powerful visual tricks in small space design is to lift furniture off the floor. This is especially true in the bathroom, where square footage is limited and the eye is drawn downward. Enter the floating vanity, a sleek, wall-mounted unit with built-in drawers that quite literally creates the illusion of more room. Unlike traditional bulky vanities that sit flush with the floor, a floating vanity leaves the lower portion of the wall visible. This simple design shift instantly makes a bathroom feel larger and airier because your line of sight extends beneath the cabinetry. Light can bounce off the flooring, and you no longer feel hemmed in by heavy furniture. For a tiny apartment bathroom, this trick alone can transform the perception of space. But the floating vanity isn't just about illusion. It's about functionality too. The best models come with soft-closed drawers that quietly conceal the chaos of daily life. Think about all the things that usually clutter a bathroom counter: toothbrushes, hair tools, skincare bottles, cleaning supplies. Instead of sitting out in plain sight, everything slips neatly into wide drawers with minimalist fronts. The result? A clean, modern aesthetic that hides mess while still being practical to access. From a stylistic perspective, floating vanities are incredibly versatile. For a modern urban apartment, you might choose a matte lacquer finish in white or charcoal, paired with a slim rectangular sink. For a warmer, spa-inspired look, try natural wood tones like oak or walnut with a vessel sink perched on top. Some designers even integrate LED strip lighting underneath the floating unit, creating a soft glow that enhances the illusion of spaciousness. Budget-wise, there's a wide range. IKEA offers affordable options that can be styled up with custom handles, while high-end brands and custom carpenters can create bespoke floating vanities tailored to your bathroom dimensions. Whichever you choose, the investment pays off not only in style, but in efficiency. You're maximizing storage without overwhelming the room. Imagine stepping into your tiny apartment bathroom, and instead of staring at a cluttered sink or bulky cabinet, you see a sleek vanity hovering lightly above the floor, drawers perfectly concealing your essentials. It feels intentional, airy, and calming. A small design change with a big impact. If your vanity is the anchor of the bathroom, your countertop styling is the jewelry. This is where small details can either create clutter or elevate your daily routine into a design statement. The tiered tray has become a favorite among tiny apartment dwellers for exactly this reason. Originally popular in kitchens and cafes, tiered trays have migrated into bathroom design as a stylish way to organize everyday items. Think of them as mini stages for your products: skincare, perfumes, hand soaps, even jewelry. Instead of scattering across the sink, they're curated into a vertical vignette that feels both practical and beautiful. The magic of the tiered tray is in its ability to add dimension. By stacking items vertically, you free up horizontal space while creating a display that draws the eye upward. On the top tier, you might place a few skincare serums with uniform labels. The middle tier could hold a scented candle and a delicate plant in a ceramic pot. The bottom tier could display a perfume bottle alongside rolled face towels. Suddenly, your daily products no longer look like clutter, they look styled. Material choice is key here. Ceramic trays and matte finishes give a clean, minimalist look. Wooden trays, especially in oak or bamboo, bring warmth and a spa-like feel. For a modern edge, choose matte black or brass metal frames. The secret is cohesion. Stick to one material palette and neutral tones so the look feels intentional, not busy. Countertop organizers also extend beyond trays. Think slim ceramic toothbrush holders, matching soap dispensers, or lidded jars for cotton rounds. These small upgrades create consistency, making even drugstore essentials feel luxurious. Pinterest and TikTok have popularized the aesthetic bathroom counter, where every product looks like part of a styled photo shoot. But the truth is, these tricks are rooted in interior design principles: repetition, symmetry, and texture. The benefit isn't just visual, it's experiential. Imagine starting your morning by reaching for your skincare on a tray that looks like it belongs in a boutique hotel, or ending the night by blowing out a candle that sits alongside your perfume bottle. The simple act of organizing with style turns daily routines into rituals. For renters, tiered trays and countertop organizers are also renter-friendly. No drilling, no permanent changes, just smart styling that you can take with you to your next apartment. And the best part? It's a low-cost hack. A ceramic tiered tray from Target, Amazon, or HomeGoods costs less than dinner out, yet it completely transforms the feel of your bathroom. In tiny apartment bathrooms, styling equals storage. And with tiered trays and organizers, you can let your essentials live out in the open without sacrificing design. When you're living in a tiny apartment, vertical space is your best friend. And yet, one area often goes completely unused: the wall above the toilet. For decades, this has been one of the most overlooked zones in bathroom design, usually left blank or cluttered with awkward storage racks. But with the right approach, it can become a design feature that blends storage with decor. Over-the-toilet shelving units are specifically designed to maximize this forgotten zone. A slim frame, usually wood or metal, stands over the toilet tank, creating tiers of open shelving that extend upward. At first glance, it's just another storage solution. But styled properly, it becomes an intentional display, one that looks more like open shelving in a living room than a utilitarian rack. Let's talk about styling. Instead of stacking toilet paper rolls in plain sight, tuck them into a woven basket for texture. Rolled towels can be arranged in uniform sizes and placed in ceramic bins for a spa-like touch. Add a candle or two, maybe a small plant in a terracotta pot, and suddenly the shelving feels like part of your home's decor story. Materials make all the difference. Wood shelving in oak or bamboo brings warmth and a natural, calming energy. Matte black metal frames add a sleek, industrial edge that feels modern and urban. Brass or gold accents can bring a hint of luxury. Whatever the material, the rule is cohesion. Match the shelving style to the overall palette of your bathroom. For renters, freestanding over-the-toilet shelving is an ideal solution because it doesn't require drilling into walls. Some units simply lean into place, while others are built with adjustable feet for stability. For homeowners or those open to light renovation, built-in shelving can create a truly custom look, where the shelving feels like part of the architecture rather than an add-on. The key to avoiding a cluttered look is to think in terms of vignettes. Use the rule of three: 3 baskets, 3 stacks of towels, 3 decorative objects. Leave breathing room between items so the eye isn't overwhelmed. Remember, the goal is to make storage look styled, not overloaded. Imagine stepping into a tiny US apartment bathroom. Instead of a blank wall above the toilet or an unsightly storage rack, you see open shelving styled with woven baskets, a softly glowing candle, and neatly rolled towels. It doesn't just hold your essentials, it elevates the entire room. With the over-the-toilet shelving unit, the most ignored space in your bathroom transforms into one of the most stylish. Sometimes the smallest details make the biggest difference, and in bathroom design, that detail is often how you store the tiniest essentials. Cotton pads, Q-tips, bath salts. These are items that everyone needs, but left in their original packaging, they look messy and disposable. The solution? Uniform glass jars or ceramic canisters that elevate the ordinary into the extraordinary. This idea takes inspiration from apothecaries and spas, where products are stored in beautiful, minimal containers. Instead of clutter, you see a curated row of jars that instantly calms the eye. A clear glass jar filled with cotton pads suddenly feels like part of a styled shelf. A ceramic canister with a bamboo lid holding bath salts feels more like a spa ritual than a drugstore necessity. The choice of material allows you to set the tone. Transparent glass jars emphasize cleanliness and order, while amber-tinted jars create a vintage vibe reminiscent of old pharmacies. Matte white ceramic canisters lean Scandinavian and minimal, blending seamlessly with modern apartments. Even small details like lid styles, wooden tops for warmth, metal for sleekness, change the mood entirely. Functionally, this hack is as practical as it is pretty. These containers keep items dust-free, easy to grab, and visually uniform. No more mismatched plastic packaging or half-open boxes sliding around drawers. Instead, every item has a designated, attractive home. The psychological effect shouldn't be underestimated either. Studies in environmental psychology show that visual order creates a sense of calm. When you line up 3 or 4 identical jars on a bathroom shelf, you're signaling to your brain that this space is controlled, intentional, and relaxing. And in a tiny apartment where stress can build up quickly from clutter, that calm is priceless. Best of all, this hack is incredibly affordable and renter-friendly. You can find sets of matching jars at Target, IKEA, or even dollar stores. Or, for a more bespoke look, you can thrift vintage canisters and mix them with modern pieces. Either way, the cost is low, but the impact is high. Imagine walking into your bathroom and seeing a little apothecary moment. Bath salts in glass jars, cotton swabs in matte ceramic, and a candle flickering beside them. Suddenly, your bathroom feels less like a utility room and more like a wellness retreat. That's the power of rethinking storage as decor. The ladder shelf is one of the most flexible and stylish storage solutions you can bring into a small bathroom. Originally used as a simple towel rack, today's ladder shelves have expanded in purpose and design, becoming multifunctional displays that blur the line between furniture and art. Picture a slim wooden ladder leaning against a bathroom wall. On the rungs, instead of just towels, you see hanging baskets with rolled washcloths, trays holding skincare bottles, and even a touch of greenery draping down. The effect is both casual and curated, practical and decorative. Material choice is everything here. Rustic oak or bamboo ladders create a warm, spa-like vibe, perfect for U.S. apartments where people want to bring a natural, calming energy into small spaces. Matte black metal ladders, on the other hand, lean modern and industrial, pairing well with subway tiles and minimalist decor. Some homeowners even paint thrifted ladders in bold hues, turning them into statement pieces. The key to styling a ladder shelf well is restraint. Not every rung needs to be filled. Leave negative space so the eye can rest. Think about layers. Rolled towels on one rung, a rattan basket clipped to another, a hanging eucalyptus bundle for fragrance and greenery. The idea is to balance function with style. Another advantage of the ladder shelf is flexibility. Unlike built-in shelving, it doesn't require drilling or permanent installation, making it renter-friendly. You can move it around, repurpose it in another room, or simply fold it away when needed. In tiny apartments where every piece of furniture must work harder, this adaptability is gold. The ladder shelf also invites creativity. Some people use trays clipped to the rungs as mini shelves, perfect for candles or small bottles. Others hang magazine holders or fabric pouches for extra storage. It's a piece that grows with your lifestyle, adapting to your needs while still looking intentional. Imagine stepping into your bathroom and seeing a ladder shelf against the wall, soft towels rolled neatly, a basket of bath products hanging from a rung, a sprig of eucalyptus cascading down, and a candle perched in a tray. It's functional, yes, but it's also a visual story, one that makes your tiny bathroom feel styled, personal, and welcoming. When floor space is limited, the walls become your best storage allies. Wall-mounted baskets and wire racks take this principle and transform it into something both functional and decorative. Instead of cluttering your counter or floor, you're turning your vertical space into a styled display. Woven baskets are a favorite for their organic texture. Mounted on a white wall, they add warmth and a touch of natural charm. Fill them with rolled towels, bath products, or even small plants. Suddenly, your wall looks less like bare tile and more like a curated spa feature. Wire racks, on the other hand, lean modern and industrial. Matte black racks look sharp against light walls, while brass racks add elegance. Styled with amber glass soap bottles, rolled washcloths, or essential oils, they become wall art with a purpose. The symmetry of uniform products displayed in sleek racks creates a boutique-like feel. The beauty of wall-mounted baskets is that they double as decor. Instead of hiding items away, you're celebrating them. Your towels, bottles, and accessories become design elements in their own right. This approach is perfect for tiny apartments, where storage solutions need to earn their place visually. Installation can be as simple or as permanent as you like. Renter-friendly adhesive hooks or command strips can hold lightweight baskets, while sturdier racks can be anchored into studs for heavier loads. The adaptability makes it accessible for all living situations. From a design perspective, wall-mounted storage also helps zone the bathroom. A basket near the vanity might hold skincare essentials, while a rack near the shower keeps bath products within reach. Each piece serves a clear purpose while still contributing to the room's overall aesthetic. Picture this: a bathroom wall with 3 matte black wire baskets arranged vertically. In the top, rolled beige towels. In the middle, amber soap bottles. In the bottom, a trailing green plant. The setup is practical, yes, but it's also striking, like a piece of modern wall art. For small U.S. apartments where every inch matters, wall-mounted baskets and racks are proof that storage doesn't have to hide. Done right, it can shine. When it comes to bathroom clutter, the shower is usually the guiltiest culprit. Shampoo bottles on the floor, conditioner balanced on the tub edge, soap dishes sliding around. These details add up to a space that feels chaotic rather than calming. That's where the shower niche, or recessed shelf, comes in. Built directly into the wall, a niche eliminates the need for clunky caddies or over-the-shower head racks. Instead, you get a clean, streamlined pocket of space designed to hold your bath products. The effect is subtle but powerful. Suddenly, your shower looks intentional, organized, and even spa-like. Designing a shower niche offers plenty of creative opportunities. Many people choose to tile the niche in the same material as the surrounding walls for a seamless look. Others highlight it with a contrasting tile, like a mosaic or marble slab, to make it a focal point. This adds dimension and texture to the space without crowding it. Styling matters too. Instead of a rainbow of mismatched bottles, consider decanting products into uniform pump dispensers. Amber glass for a vintage apothecary feel, matte white for a clean, minimal look. This simple swap instantly elevates the vibe. Add a natural sponge, a bar of artisanal soap, or a small succulent, and the niche transforms into a design feature. For renters who can't install a niche, there are clever alternatives: slim wall-mounted racks with adhesive backing that mimic the look, or portable corner shelves that stay tidy. The principle remains the same. Keep products off the floor and present them as part of the design. The psychological shift is real. Instead of stepping into a shower filled with scattered bottles, you enter a calm, organized zone where everything has its place. It feels curated, not cluttered. For tiny apartment bathrooms, this makes all the difference. Sometimes the best storage solution is one that moves with you. A small rolling cart is exactly that: flexible, stylish, and perfect for tiny apartments where bathrooms often serve multiple purposes. These carts usually come with 3 slim tiers, narrow enough to slide beside a sink, a tub, or even into a corner. At first glance, they look like utility carts, but styled correctly, they become a design feature. The top tier might hold a candle, a potted plant, and a small tray of perfume. The middle could house folded towels, while the bottom stores extra bath products or cleaning supplies. The mobility means you can roll it aside for cleaning, repurpose it as a beauty station, or even move it to another room if needed. Material choices once again dictate style. Rattan or bamboo carts exude a warm, spa-inspired aesthetic. Slim matte black metal feels sleek and modern. Painted wood adds a rustic charm. The best carts also have raised edges or baskets to keep items secure while moving. In design terms, a rolling cart is almost like a portable vignette. It lets you create a styled moment that feels intentional, yet remains practical. For example, staging a bath ritual cart with bath salts, candles, and fluffy towels instantly sets the mood for self-care. Affordable options are widely available from IKEA, Target, or Amazon, making this hack accessible to nearly everyone. And because it isn't fixed in place, renters don't have to worry about damaging walls or committing to permanent changes. Picture this. You're running a bath in your tiny apartment bathroom. Beside the tub, your rolling cart waits, topped with a flickering candle, a plant cascading gently, and a stack of folded towels. What might have been a purely functional space now feels like a personal spa. That's the beauty of mobility and design working together. Hooks are perhaps the most underestimated detail in a bathroom. Too often, they're treated as an afterthought, chrome-plated, utilitarian, and purely functional. But in a tiny apartment, every detail counts, and hooks are an opportunity to merge storage with style. The trick is simple: upgrade from generic to character-driven. Wooden pegs add warmth and an organic touch, especially when paired with soft neutral towels. Matte black hooks create a modern, graphic look that stands out against white walls or subway tile. Brass or antique finishes bring in a sense of luxury and vintage charm. When styled thoughtfully, hooks do more than hold towels and robes. They create fabric wall art. Imagine a row of linen towels in earthy tones draped on oak pegs, or a single waffle knit robe hanging gracefully on a brass hook. Instead of clutter, you get a layered, textural display that feels intentional. Hooks are also highly practical for small bathrooms. They take up minimal space, require little installation, and can be placed strategically, beside the shower, behind the door, or in a row above a radiator. For renters, adhesive-mounted hooks are an easy swap that still allows for design flexibility. The beauty of hooks lies in their ability to personalize a space. You can coordinate towel colors with your bathroom palette, swap textiles seasonally, or even hang woven baskets for extra storage. Each hook becomes a design note, adding rhythm and warmth to the room. Step into a bathroom with upgraded hooks, and you immediately notice the difference. Instead of seeing functional metal nubs, you see curated pieces that reflect personality. The towels themselves become part of the decor, softening the space and adding layers of comfort. In tiny apartments, that shift, subtle but powerful, transforms a purely functional bathroom into a styled retreat. The bathroom may be the smallest room in your apartment, but it doesn't have to feel like the least considered. With the right approach, it can become one of the most intentional, calming, and beautifully designed spaces in your home. The secret is simple: treat storage not just as necessity, but as decor. From floating vanities that expand the visual space, to glass jars that transform daily essentials into styled accents, to hooks that turn towels into wall art. Each of these 9 hacks proves that function and beauty don't have to be separate. In fact, when you combine them, you unlock the true potential of a tiny bathroom. These ideas are accessible and flexible, whether you own your apartment or rent a studio in the city. They don't demand huge renovations or big budgets, just thoughtful choices that maximize space while elevating style. At the end of the day, a bathroom isn't just where you get ready. It's where you reset, refresh, and unwind. By turning clutter into curated design, you're not only maximizing your square footage, you're creating a sanctuary. And in a tiny apartment, that transformation can make all the difference.